Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately. You know, might be easier just to let it go. Cut the cable short and the problem solved. Might be easier for you. I do it all night. You're my only lifeline. Sing for me, darling. It's been quiet for a day now. Can't bear this.
Hi, and welcome to day 7 of my 30-day restart. And today is Sunday, and you've already seen my first 2 fuelings. My first one was the golden chocolate chip pancake, which I actually did as a pancake in a frying pan. A little overdone, but still very good. My second was the rustic tomato herb penne. You also saw Mike and I take a walk. Like I said, I'm trying to incorporate exercise into my routine. So I'm going to have my second fueling, and then I'm going to go outside and enjoy my backyard. Mike is mowing the lawn, and Mike and I are going to have a little soak in my hot tub. I will check back later. Okay, it's time for our lean and green. I defrosted some thin sliced sirloin steaks that I got from wildfork.com, and Mike is out grilling them. As sides, I'm going to have broccoli florets and chopped tomato, and I will weigh those out for the proper portions. I'm going to have 2 servings of broccoli and 1 serving of fresh tomato. And I will see you back when it's ready. Okay, here are our lean and greens. I measured everything out on my scale. This is 2.63 ounces of fresh tomato. This is 5.5 ounces of cooked broccoli, which is 2 greens. And then it's 5.2 ounces of sirloin. I couldn't find whether sirloin was a lean or a leaner, so I'm just gonna go with the 5.2 and call it my lean and green. So Mike and I are going to go enjoy this before it gets cold, and I will check back later. Well, it's time for my last fueling this Sunday night. I have showered and have gotten ready for bed. I'm in my pajamas. I've got some hot tea, and I'm going to have the Caramel Delight Crisp Bar. And what I'm going to do with this is heat it up in the microwave for, I don't know, about 10 seconds. So it gets all ooey gooey. And I will have that with my tea. And I wanted to let you know about this tea. It's the Traditional Medicines Organic Lemon Balm. I bought it on Amazon and I've tried it for the last couple nights. And it is supposed to calm the nervous system and support digestion. Well, it really does relax you. I think possibly psychological, but I feel like it really works. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Welcome to day 8 of my 30-day healthy restart. Well, it's Monday and I am off to work. I'm going to have my first fueling, the caramel macchiato shake with a shot of espresso, and I will see you for my next fueling. Well, I'm home for lunch. Why are Mondays always so tough? So I was trying to decide what to have for lunch. I know what I'm going to make for my lean and green tonight, and it basically ties up everything, all my condiments, no healthy fats. So I'm going to keep it simple and have the red bean and vegetable chili. So I'm going to prepare that and check back with you later.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smokers in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby, you got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things.
So I had the chili and it was really good. The one thing I think I would do different next time is let it soak in the water, maybe for like half an hour before I prepare it, because the beans were still a little bit hard. So I think if you soaked it in the water for at least half an hour and then went through your steps preparing it, I think it would be perfect. So I'm gonna head back to work, and you'll see what I have for my fourth fueling, and then I will be home to make my lean and green. Well, I am back from work and I am ready to make my lean and green. And what I'm going to do tonight is cauliflower breadsticks. So I did this a while back in a video and I will link that above, but I haven't had it since, and I have some riced cauliflower that I got from Trader Joe's that is probably on the verge of going bad. So I want to use it before it does. And what this recipe calls for is 1 cup of grated cauliflower, a 1/4 cup of egg substitute, a cup of reduced fat mozzarella divided, and then it calls for garlic salt, basil, and oregano. So it's 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic salt. I have just a tiny bit, but I think it'll be enough. And then I have the basil and oregano. And then you serve that with a 1/4 cup of the Rayo's tomato basil. So I'm going to get started doing that, and if you want to see the recipe in detail, please check out my video.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smokers in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Times another drink and I'll go anywhere. The way you smell, like a flash in the universe. You are illuminating. I don't really care about the people in the bar. Like I don't really mind all the who goes doing stage dives. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me.
All right, so I have my cauliflower breadsticks for my lean and green. I'm gonna go have this for my dinner. And after that, I'm going to take a walk and I will report back for my last fueling. Well, it's time for my last fueling, and I am having the brownie again. I just made it according to package directions, and I am ready to call it a night. I'm pretty tired. As you saw, I went for a walk around my neighborhood, and when I came back, I decided that I really needed to use the rest of that Trader Joe's riced cauliflower. So I made a ton of my mini cauliflower crusts that I like to use for my tacos. And if you guys are interested in that recipe, I will link it above. But now my Trader Joe's riced cauliflower has been put to good use, and I'm going to eat my brownie and call it a night. And I will see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to day 9 of my 30-day healthy restart. And this morning I'm off to work and am running late. And I intended to make some golden chocolate chip pancakes, but I am now already about 15 minutes late for work. So I am going to grab a bar. I've got the peanut butter and chocolate chip bar. I will take that to work and have it with some black coffee. And then later this morning, I will have my second fueling. So you will see what I have for my second fueling, and then I'll be back for lunch, hopefully. Hi, well, I made it home for lunch. I never know on Tuesdays and Thursdays if court is gonna go over, but I was lucky today. So for my lunch, I am going to have the roasted garlic mashed potatoes. and I'm going to waffle them for 10 minutes and then top them with the garlic and herb Laughing Cow. So let me get on with it.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. Baby.
Well, that fueling was good. I am going to head back to work. You'll see what I have for my fourth fueling of the day. And then I am planning on stopping at Aldi after work and just to pick up a few things, but you'll see what I get. And then I'm going to come home and have my lean and green. Well, I'm finally back from work. I stopped at Aldi on my way home and I got a bunch of good stuff that I'm gonna show you after I eat my lean and green. But I wanted to show you what I'm having for my lean and green. I'm gonna first tell you and then I'm gonna show you how pretty it looks. I have been craving salad ever since my Walmart delivery order disaster. I've been wanting some really good lettuce. So I went myself today and I picked out this sweet butter lettuce from Aldi. It's nice, green, and fresh. And I'm gonna have a salad. And what I'm gonna have in my salad is 2.5 cups of lettuce, a 1/4 cup of chopped cherry tomatoes, and that will be my greens. And for my protein, I drained 1 can of albacore tuna and I weighed it. It was 4 ounces. So you get 7 ounces of tuna because it's a leanest, but I'm just using the 4 ounces. Then I had a hard-boiled egg that I sliced, and an egg is 1/3 of a lean. Now, I know I'm getting confusing. I don't want to get into the math, but so I had still a little bit more protein left after I chopped up the egg. So I sprinkled less than 1/8 of a cup of the reduced fat mozzarella. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now, doesn't that look good? When you have a leanest, which the tuna is, you get 2 healthy fats. But since I'm only using just a little bit more than half of my protein towards a leanest, I'm going to just give myself 1 healthy fat. And I'm going to have the Ken's balsamic vinaigrette for my salad dressing. And 2 tablespoons of that is 1 healthy fat. Okay, so I've got 2 tablespoons here. I'm going to drizzle that over my salad. And then I'm going to eat my lean and green before I show you my Aldi grocery haul, because I was about ready to chew my arm off in Aldi. So I will see you back soon. Boy, that lean and green was really good. And I finally got out of my work clothes. Usually the first thing I do when I walk in the door is go put something comfy on, but I was too hungry. But anyway, back to the Aldi grocery haul. I went there to get a few things and ended up getting quite a few things. So I will start with the protein. I got this giant bag of extra jumbo raw shrimp. And I haven't had shrimp in a while. I do like shrimp. And one of the great things about it is that you get 7 ounces cooked. And believe you me, that is a lot of shrimp. So I've got that. And I used to buy it already cooked and frozen, but I have found that if you get it raw and then saute it, it has a much better taste. So I got that. And then this interesting thing, I am gonna have to call nutrition support. I think I'm gonna call them tomorrow. This is ready to eat cropini egg wraps with cauliflower. 0 net carbs, 30 calories. There's 2 wraps in this. And this was kind of expensive. It was like $4 and something, but they're really big. And they have 30 calories each. Each one has 1.5 grams fat, less than 1 gram carbohydrate, and 4 grams of protein. So I'm going to call nutrition support and find out how to count these. And then I'm gonna think of something to make with it. And I'll let you know. All right, the other thing I'm gonna talk to nutrition support about is turkey kielbasa. Now, I really like turkey kielbasa. I was hoping that I could saute it with I got some cabbage and some cut up peppers, but I am not quite sure. I looked at the Lean and Green guidelines and I think it might fall short a little bit with the amount of protein you get per serving. But I'm gonna talk to nutrition support and we'll be back with you on that. And then my reduced fat Mexican style cheese. I use these when I make my cauliflower crusts, and I just wanted to restock. And I finally got my turkey pepperoni. Now that I have my little mini cauliflower crusts, I can make little mini pepperoni pizzas. There's got to be a lot of lean and greens for the next 30 days, so I've got to start thinking of stuff. And I picked up 2 more things of tuna. I also like tuna salad, and I did pick up some Hellmann's Light mayonnaise. I have regular mayonnaise, but you only get a really small amount as a healthy fat. So you get, I think you get, I'll have to check. I'm not going to tell you how much you get, but you get more if you use the light mayonnaise. And I picked up some cottage cheese because, of course, I love cottage cheese. And I've been craving salad. So I sometimes like to have cottage cheese along with my salad. And Aldi had some specials going on, and I snagged them, and I'm gonna put them right in my freezer. They had 50% off these beef sirloin fillets. And I picked up 2 packages. And then they also had this fresh salmon, $5 off. I'm actually going to portion these out and freeze them. Then moving on to the vegetables, along with my salad craving, I thought cut up cucumber would be good. Sometimes I struggle getting in all my greens, but I do like sliced cucumber with a little bit of salt on it. It's so good. And I picked up some zucchini. I really like spiralized zucchini in place of pasta, and I use them in a lot of different things. I got some sliced mushrooms. Now, those are good sauteed with the steak. I also still have some G. Hughes sugar-free teriyaki sauce. So I'm thinking of incorporating the mushrooms, some peppers, and either some chicken, shrimp, or beef sauteed with the teriyaki sauce. And again, I mentioned I got cabbage. Not everybody likes cabbage, but I do. And like I said, I was hoping to saute it with some peppers and some turkey kielbasa, but we will see. And I picked up these Sweet Pops tomatoes. These are really good. Again, if you're struggling to get some greens in, these are easy to eat. And I picked up another bag of the butter lettuce. And I was so excited to be able to pick it out myself, so I didn't get brown yucky lettuce like I did the other day. I got a 3-pack of peppers. Those are always good to use in a number of different recipes. I picked up an avocado. I do have the little containers of avocado that I got from my Walmart haul, and those were really good. I made the avocado toast the other day. I think I'm gonna make that in the next day or two. That was really good. But when you're making wraps and things, I like the fresh avocado as well. And of course, you can't go wrong with a can of cut green beans. Now, I know these are pretty high in sodium, but when you're in a pinch, these work well. I also got a jar of sliced jalapeno peppers. There's another recipe I've been wanting to try from Sandy's Kitchen that is jalapeno pepper chicken, and they use the sliced jarred jalapenos. So I'll be showing you that recipe one of these days too. And then moving on, I found that my Aldi started carrying parchment paper. Who knew? I use it all the time, and I'm really excited that Aldi carries it now. So I picked up another container. And I got some of the low sodium taco seasoning, because that's in a couple recipes that I do. I got a thing of black pepper. And then finally, I remembered and got my garlic powder. I used the very last of it yesterday in my cauliflower breadsticks. So now I've got it restocked. Picked up another can of olive oil spray. I'm always using that. And I picked up some Ready Whip, or Aldi's version of Ready Whip. This is 15 calories per 2 tablespoons, and this is a condiment. And I've been having my poor brownie plain lately, so I'm gonna save a condiment for tonight so that I can have my brownie with some whipped topping. Now I'm gonna move on to what I call the Mike pile. Now, this is not Optavia approved food, but as you know, Mike was over this weekend and we were running out of things to munch on, so I let him eat some of my Optavia bars. And that's fine, but for the long run, I wanted to get some granola bars that he could eat. He liked our Optavia bars. He thought they were really good. He had the creamy peanut butter one, and he had the peanut butter chocolate chip one, and he liked them a lot, but he's watching his weight as well, and he liked the fact that they were only 110 calories. So I picked up some of these Millville, that's Aldi brand, granola bars, and they're all 100 calories and 90 calories a piece. So I will have these on hand when he gets hungry. And he also loves these turkey snack sticks, and so does my son. So I picked up more of these. And then finally, as you see, poor Mike gets rice all the time when I'm having my riced cauliflower. So I bought another bag so that I can keep that on hand. Like I said, I make it and then I store it in 1 cup serving sizes. I just put them in sandwich bags in my freezer, and then I can just pull it out and heat it in the microwave when I'm making a lean and green. I'm getting ready to head out to my daughter's. She is going out of town this weekend and she wants me to paint her nails, so I'm going to do that. But I will be back for my last fueling. Well, I'm back for my last fueling. I went over my daughter's, and not only did I have to paint her fingernails, I had to paint her toenails, which I did like a good mom. She's going to Miami Beach this weekend. So I have my brownie, and I put my whipped topping on here, and I'm going to go enjoy my brownie and say goodnight. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.